Jai Jinendra, everyone. I welcome you all to this very auspicious occasion of DasLakshan Mahaparva. Since today is day 3, Uttam Aarjav day. So we are celebrating this Uttam Aarjav Divas. And today we have Vivek sir along with us. He will be explaining you all about Uttam Aarjav Dharma as well as what is the swarup of this dharma and what are the how it is differentiated from other dharmas and what is the mool swarup of this dharma, why we are celebrating this dharma. So very happy that Bhaiya is here along with us. So yeah, Bhaiya can start this lecture with Mangalacharan. Over to you, Bhaiya.
Yeah, thank you. Jai Hind, everyone. Namo Arihantaram, Namo Siddharam, Namo Ayariyaram, Namo Vajayaram, Namo Loye Savasam, Eso Panchamo Yaro, Savapavapana Sano, Manglanam Chasavesam, Padvam Puri Mangalam. Mangalam Bhagavan Viro, Mangalam Gautamo Gani, Mangalam Kunda Kundar Dev, Jaini Dharmostu Mangalam, Sarva Mangala Mangalyam, Sarva Kalyani Karikam, Pradhanam Sarva Dharmanam, Jainam Jaitu, Shashanam Jainam Jaitu, Shashanam. बोलो 10 लक्षण महापर्व की जय हो, उत्तम आर्जव धर्म की जय हो. 10 religious virtues. We have heard in previous lectures what are the 10 religious virtues, Uttam, Shama and all. Today we are going to discuss about Uttam Arjav Dharma, that is supreme straightforwardness. In the previous lecture of Uttam Madhav Dharma, that is supreme modesty, we have learned that all the souls are equal, none are small or big. This is the lesson, very powerful lesson we have learned in the previous lecture. And when we don't know about this philosophy or when we don't know about this teaching by Mahavira, what we do, so we understand, not understanding by this philosophy, what we do, I'm something and you are nothing. I'm better than others. This is how our ego occurs. And we feels that I'm powerful and the people are less than me. So this is why we are learning all this ego should not come in our life, and this kashai is really making our life miserable. That is why we are learning all these um, philosophies and thus dharmas, that is called 10 religious virtues. In the previous lecture, as I said, we have learned supreme modesty. Today we are going to discuss about supreme straightforwardness. What is supreme straightforwardness? The purpose of this session is clear that I am going to share a slide with you so that you will understand what I'm going to discuss today. Just give me a moment. Okay, so this is the supreme straightforwardness. This is Uttam Arjav Dharma. And what is that? What's the purpose of this session? When I let go of all my deceit and keep my thoughts, words, and actions straightforward and true, I awaken the natural simplicity of the soul. What does it mean? Uh, as we have heard in Chedala lessons that Je Tribhuvan mein Jeevanant Sukh Chahe Dukh Te Bhavant. In this planet, everybody is struggling with many struggles, miseries, and everybody wants happiness. But we are not able to find where is the happiness and how I can find the happiness. But and because of that, we are struggling with four kashaya, that is anger, ego, deceit, and greed. These are the four kashaya, that is called passion, we are struggling with every now and then. And this is why we are here to learn what if this Uttam Arjo Dharma, that is supreme straightforwardness, the this virtue teaches us how we can overcome our deceit, that is called Mayachari. So when I let go all my deceit, what kind of deceit I do every now and then throughout the day, what how I'm living my life with the deceit from morning to evening till night. I'm doing some or the other way. I'm making fool to people, or I'm making fool to myself. What if I overcome this deceit, and I align my thoughts, words, and action? Then what will happen? What will be the outcome? So I will awaken the natural simplicity of my soul. That is the purpose of the session, right? So how we can overcome, or rather than saying overcome, I can say how to deal with the deceit very powerfully. So this dharma, supreme straightforwardness, will teach us how we can deal powerfully with our deceit. Okay, so um once we understand this modesty, the nature of soul, in the previous lecture we have learned, so there is no space for ego. In the previous lecture we have learned. Now if we overcome this deceit, what is going to happen? So supreme straightforwardness will come in our life. Then what will happen? We'll move to the uh, I can't change this. Okay, so now what is a supreme straightforwardness? Again, if there will be deceit in our life, we are our life is misery. Okay, and we are struggling with many things now and then. How to overcome this deceit, a kashai, or we can call it passion? So so directly we are coming to the point. Straightforwardness is the nature of the soul. Generally what happens when someone says you have too much anger, you are an angry person. So generally many of you, so just raise your hand, how many of you want to control your anger? So many of you will try to control your anger. Are you able to control your anger, or will you be control your anger? It is not possible at all. But these 10 religious virtues have the power, or the philosophy, or we can say how I can control, or rather than saying control, how to deal with this anger powerfully, with ego, with deceit, and with greed powerfully. And the very powerful lesson in the start only, we have learned that the straightforwardness is the nature of the soul. Means we are working with our deceit. We don't have to work with deceit. We only have to work with straightforwardness is the nature of soul. That is my nature. Straightforwardness is my nature. I don't have to deal with deceit, because deceit is a outer thing. It's not in my criteria. It is not coming into my soul. So it is outside my home. It is in the corridor. So I don't have to deal with that, the garbage which is in the corridor. I just have to be in my house. That is what Acharya Dev has said. Straightforwardness is the nature of the soul. Just working on straightforwardness, that is my nature. Like Uttam Aarjav, myself, I am a soul, and straightforwardness is the nature of my soul. Once I'm here, not physically, uh, not in thoughts, but actually be there. Straightforwardness is the nature of my soul. Now, once I'm there, I'm sitting on straightforwardness. When one takes shelter in such a soul, means I covered myself with straightforwardness, or it's a part of my soul, or I am a straightforwardness person. The modification devoid of deceit evolves, leading to simplicity, serenity, and calm is supreme straightforwardness. The outcome will be I don't have to deal with deceit. When I will sell to myself with what? The straightforwardness. I will think the belief system of mine will work. How? That I am a, who am I? So I'm a supreme straightforwardness. So what will happen? The outcome will be the modification of devoid of deceit evolves. I will be, I can deal with this. I don't have to deal with deceit. Then what will happen? So it will leads to simplicity, serenity, and calm is supreme straightforwardness. That is called supreme straightforwardness. Now Now this is called philosophy, but how it really works, that now we will discuss on the next point. That is, the soul has a long exhibited deceit leading to infinite miseries. As I said earlier, Pandit Daulat Ramji have said in Chedala, जे त्रिभुवन में जीवन सुख चाहे दुख ते भयवन. Our soul has long exhibited deceit leading to infinite miseries, and still we are with these miseries and infinite miseries every day we are dealing with now and then. So how to deal with it? And once we'll come to know that I am dealing with these miseries, I'm unhappy, I'm not satisfied with my life, then I will think of how to overcome these miseries, how I can deal with these miseries, how I can deal with deceit. Basically we are talking about deceit. Now, I have seen or experienced it when there is a no alignment between words, thoughts, and actions. So there will be clashes, and we will feel unhappy. We will not be satisfied because something is going in our head, and we are saying something else, and our actions are something different. That is what we are every day in our pujan we say. So thoughts are different. Our words are different and our actions are totally different, so there is no alignment between these threes. The reason is there is deceit, passion, and why it is happening because of deceit. We are thinking something else, and our words are different and actions are different, so there is a gap. So deceit is mismatch between thoughts, words, and action. This is what Acharyas has said. Such people who are deceitful not only harm others. If deceit is there in our life, what will happen? We'll harm others because we are not saying exactly what we meant to be said. Then what we are saying something to cheat someone, we are lying, or we are saying something else, the intention is something different. Then what will happen? We'll destroy the other person, we will harm the other person, and what is going to happen? So it will also destroy their own peace and reputation. Whose reputation? Mind reputation and the other person. Let's say if I'm doing mayachari, if I'm saying you are a good person, why I'm saying this? Because I want some benefits from you, and that while I'm doing this, I know that I'm lying and I'm doing deceit, right? So how to overcome this? And what will be the outcome? That person will today or tomorrow or some other day, he will come to know that I was lying. Now, this will harm my relationship, my emotions, that other person's emotions, and the relation. There will be distance between the two person, and it is happening every now and then in our house, in our society, all over the country. It is happening. Let's say we will take the example of politician like Trump. He's thinking something else and saying something else, and his actions are totally different. So everybody knows that he's doing some mayachari. So now what is the outcome? People are struggling. The student are struggling for visas. People are struggling for their studies, businesses, and there is a big quarrel between two countries. Why it is happening? Just because of this four kashai, and we are talking about deceit. And this deceit has really impacted all over the world in a negative way. Now, how to overcome this deceit is the question. How we can overcome this deceit? So, before going to the next slide, I'm going to share one story with you. Okay, so let me share a story with you. So there was a person, a husband and wife living together, and very happy life they were living. And this wife has a one brother. As we can say, we are seeing always this serial called Tarak Mehta Ka Ulta Chashma, and there is one character who is a brother of Daya, Veera. So this lady has also one brother who was not financially sound. So she used to think about him, that I should help him. My brother should not be in a struggle or financially weak. So she used to tell her husband that I should help her or you should help him. So this husband used to tell her his wife that it is not possible to change someone's situation, or we can't change, it is not possible because एक द्रव्य दूसरे द्रव्य का कुछ नहीं कर सकता, right? We can't change someone's उदय. So whatever efforts I will put, I won't be able to change anything in his life, whether it's financially, emotionally, or anything else physically. So it is not possible at all. Still, the rag is rag. The brother's rag is still struggling. That lady was struggling, and one fine day, husband went to other city for business purpose. Now, this lady called his brother to his house, and they were talking and they were talking. Then finally, she did the Mayachari. What she did, uh, she told her brother that I am giving you some of the sweets, and you take 4 or 5 boxes with you and go to home, open it, and have it every day. Okay. So now what she did, she made us some beautiful some sweets, very delicious sweet, and she put it some rings, gold rings, and all the things in between the sweets. Okay. So now this brother, after taking all the 4 5 boxes, was going to the his way, and in midst of the way, he saw one of the sweet shop, and he was thinking, what I will do of this 4 or 5 boxes. If I will sell this boxes to the sweet wala shop, I will earn some money. So what he did, he went to that shop, sweet shop, and he sold all the 4 5 boxes. Okay. Now this fellow who got the money went to his house, and that person who went for a business purpose, a trip, business trip, he was coming to the home, and he was just into the mind, and he was thinking, I'm going to my home back, so I should take some sweets for my wife. And he went to the same shop, and he asked that shopkeeper, do you have some fresh sweets? He said, yes, I have a 4 5 boxes, which is very delicious, you can buy that. So that businessman has bought all 4 5 boxes, and he went to his house, and he told to his wife that I have bought some fresh sweets for you. And out of surprise, he just opened all the 4 5 boxes to, he offered to his wife, these are the 4 5 boxes I have bought for you, it's the sweets. So the moment that lady saw that all 4 5 boxes of sweets, she come to know that no one can change someone's situation or uday, no one can. Even though she did the Mayachari in a favor of his brother, it was with the good intention. Even with the good intention, even with the good intention of Mayachari, she could not able to change her brother's situation. How we can, when we are doing, when we do mayachari with ourselves or with our family members, with our brothers, with our siblings or with our parents, when we are doing mayachari in a negative way, how we can change others situation, or how we can change our uday? It is not possible at all. We can't change situation uday. We can't change someone's emotions. Nothing can happen, because Acharya has said very beautifully that कोई किसी का भी करता धरता नहीं है. This story strongly inspires us and tell the message that no one can change someone's situation. So this deceit is really uh, can make a problem for us and for others. And one thing we come to know that out of this story, that we can't change someone's situation no matter how positive we are, how much we donate in temples, whatever we do. But out of this this deceit, we can't change someone's situation, right? So hone yogya hota hai, that is what we can say. Okay, now coming to the next slide, we'll move to the next step. So in one of the granth, this is Gyanarnav. Okay, the Acharya Subchandra has said deceit is described as. How he has described what will be the outcome of this deceit. So first is the birthplace of ignorance, means it is agyan ki janmabhumi, right? It will make life miserable. The second point is the home of defamation. Means people will blame you, or people will not respect you, or they will have a doubt whenever you are saying something or you are promising to someone. People will doubt you. Okay, so be careful while you are doing mayacharya and all. Okay, and the third point he said, the huge pit of sinful mark. Means we are creating a mark of pap. So we should not do this deceit. The fourth one is the bolt on the door of liberation. We are just putting keys or locking the door of liberation, because the person who is doing mayachari can't think properly, is not in a state of helping someone or not helping own self. He's not able to do anything because he's so much occupied in doing mayachari and making, we can call it jugaad. He's always into that mindset, how I can make fool people, how I can um, defeat someone by saying by lying someone. So this is how it is very difficult for that person to accept the Jain doctrine in a simple way, because he is so much into passion. So the bolt on the door of liberation, so it is very difficult for that person to open that door. And the fifth one is the entrance to hell, because the person who is lying or who is doing mayachari is just opening the door of hell. And we have seen or heard about this from Chedala Granth. The first Dalit itself says that the for the tuk of naragati is, it's just like a, we sometimes we says that your life is like a hell, my life is like a hell. We haven't actually seen the hell. Once one of the scholar have said that if you have not read this the miseries of Naragati, if you have not read from the Granth, then you have to actually go to the hell and you have to experience that miseries of Naragati. So be careful whenever next time you are doing you are doing Mayachari. And the last one is the fire that burns the purity of the soul. So what Mayachari actually, that person is, the person who is doing Mayachari is not actually with himself or herself. It really burned our soul, and we are not comfortable the life which we are living. So by deceiving someone, by doing this passion of deceit, we are not comfortable with life, we are not satisfied with the life. The reason is we are so much occupied in making other person fool, or by the way, we are not making other person fool, we are just making ourselves fool. So be careful. And deceit destroys the soul's simplicity and straightforwardness, acting as a thorn in the path of liberation. We are just putting thorns in the way of our liberation. So we just need to be very careful while we are fooling someone or fooling ourselves. Okay, so we'll move to the next slide. Yeah. Supreme straightforwardness, that is Uttam Aarjav, attaining supreme straightforwardness. What we will get out of this, right? So by taking refuge in the pure soul, one realizes the fertility of deceit, allowing supreme straightforwardness to evolve. Once we will in the shelter of soul, then what will happen, we will know the actual reality of how we have made, because of this deceit we have made our life miserable, and we will evolve our life in a better way. Okay, and the true ascetics embodied this virtue, setting past karmas. Okay, we have, everybody wants to overcome these karmas, because in Chudramalji Mokshmar Prakasa, in Granth of Mokshmar Prakashak, he said that everybody is struggling, or we have a miseries just because of this karmas, because the people the jeev who has overcome these karmas are happy, they are living the happiest life. The eight karmas, जिन्होंने आठ कर्मों का नाश किया है, that Siddha Bhagwan is living a happy life, the supreme life he is living, just because he don't have any karmas. So we have to overcome these karmas. Yeah, and the other thing, at our level, we must purify our minds, and this purity naturally reflects in speech and actions. Okay, in our level means the Gunasthan Praman, we can say that the position in which we are, we have to purify our minds, and because of that purification, this is the key. Like we have to make ourselves very pure, without any deceit, without any anger, without any ego, or without any um, uh, um, uh, greed. So once we will put aside all this, and we will know, we will do Bhed Vigyan, that this is not a part of life. In 181 Gatha in Samay Sarji, Kunkund Acharya Dev has said that growth is not mine, it is not my nature, it is different from me. So once we will differentiate this um, deceit from ourselves, will do the Ved Vigyan, Tattva Gyan, then our mind will purify. And what will be the outcome? The purity in our actions, the purity in our words, purity in our thoughts. So we can just imagine how beautiful life will be without this passions like anger, greed, deceit, and ego. And we are so much trapped into this life of four kashai. Okay, so we need to overcome this, because this four kashai has made our life very miserable. So in starting only, the Acharya have said that straightforwardness is the nature of our soul. We don't have to work on deceit, we just have to work on ourselves. Like I'm a उत्तम मेरे पास वो धर्म है, आर्जव धर्म मेरे पास है, I'm a straightforwardness person मैं हूँ already. I don't need to work on, I just have to accept it. Okay, and the at the end, we need to just thoughts fed not by the force but through deeper understanding of our scriptures. For that we need to just think about it, and we have to do swadhyay. That's one said in one of the granth have said that swadhyay param tapah, ताते जिनवर कथित तत्व अभ्यास करीजिए. And during this 10 days, we need to practice each and every virtues, like 10 religious virtues we need to practice. It is not that on Shama we have to work on Shama, and on Arjav day we have to work on Arjav, and not like that, but we need to at least one by one we can practice for 1 hour one day, or on the next day we need to practice the other virtues. Okay, so this is how we can overcome our all passions, like we can overcome our miseries, we need to deal it very powerfully. Okay, so this is how we have learned this supreme straightforwardness. It's our nature. So at the end, we just need to keep one thing in our mind. We don't need to work on passion or deceit. We just have to work on ourselves. That is, we need to believe that Arjav Dharma mere paas hi hai. I just need to accept it the way it is. I am a pure soul, and all these religious virtues are a part of my soul. Or I am that, not a part of that. I am that. So once we will incline ourselves in that position, there is a no space of kashai, there is a no space of deceit. So where is deceit? Deceit is in the corridor, not in my house, and I am in my house. So I need not to be worried about that deceit. Okay, so Swadhyay Param Tapa, we need to learn all these 10 virtues by reading, and then by giving thought process, and at the end we need to do Tattva Nirnay, and we need to decide that I am that soul which is pure. Okay, thank you so much. Jai Jinet.
Thank you so much, Vivek sir. Can you share your screen, sir?
Yeah.
It was really a very beautiful explanation to Uttam Aarjav Dharma. So, since last 2 days, we are already learning about what is the Supreme Soul, the DasLakshan Mahaparv's motive. Okay. And we have also learned the absence of four Kashais lead to the top four dharmas respectively. And today we have, with the help of Bhaiya sir, we have got this understanding that the absence of deceit lead to this dharma, the Uttam Arjav dharma, which we have learned. Sir has also explained us through the angle of Akartavat, which was a very beautiful example, and I think that the supreme principle and every Jain, every आत्मार्थी should learn about this अकर्तावाद. एक द्रव्य दूसरे द्रव्य का कुछ नहीं कर सकता. So these kind of understanding we should have, and this is the supreme motive of this Anadi Nidhan Daslakshan Parv. And today we are celebrating Uttam Aarjav Dharma. Thank you so much, sir, for your explanation. And over to you for Jinwani Stuti.
निज निधि निज में बताए, यह अनंत उपकार है, उसके लिए जिनवाणी माँ को वंदे नाशतवारे है, वंदे नाशतवारे.
9 times Namokar mantra.
Yes, sure.